Alright, so it's December 13th, it's the peak of the Geminids meteor shower. Unfortunately, there is a big fat moon that may hinder the Geminids, as we'll only see probably some fireballs, purely because the faint meteors will get washed out by the moonlight. So I'm going to set up a time lapse and show you how to do some star trails as well, because that's the best way to capture a meteor shower is through time lapses. So I've got the time lapse obviously set going, just facing due east, and let's just hope it captures some meteors. So I'll show you how I stack star trails as well. So just now I've got my Sony a7S with the Samyang 20mm 1.8 shooting just a time lapse. So I've got it on 10 seconds ISO. Oh, I just saw a meteor there. That's the first one of the night, just to the top right, and that might have been on a picture. 10 seconds ISO 1000. Because there's so much moonlight, I don't really need to create too much of a high ISO. So 10 seconds is enough, and I'll just let this keep running for about 200-300 images, and then I'll stack them all to a nice star trail. So this is the view as well. So it's just a valley view. It was cloudy, so I didn't really travel that far. So this is just 5 minutes away from my house. So it's just a nice wee valley view. Yeah, it's just a wee valley view. It'd look better in the snow, but this will do for tonight's little time lapse. As I said, I'm going to show you how to do the star trail. This is a good opportunity to do it with the moonlight, as it's much easier. So all you have to do is just do a time lapse just like this, pop all the pictures onto a software called Star Stacks, and that stacks all the star images and creates the star trail effect. And then all you do is blend all them stacked images with a single foreground exposure, and then boom, you've got a star trail. So I'll show you that when I get back to the laptop. Keep the time lapse going, and obviously keep this video going, and hopefully capture some meteors on live camera. So that's the next plan. So next time I see you, we'll probably be in the house on star stacks, showing you how to combine the images to a foreground. Alright, let's hope we get some meteors. Fireball over there. Ah. Balls. So we're onto this free software Star Stacks, and all we're going to do is just drag all our images onto the software. So all you do is just select them all and drag them to where it says drag all images. They'll all appear on the left hand side. They all have to be JPEGs as well. They can't, I've never been able to do them raw or TIFF files or anything. They just have to be JPEGs. I don't know why. Always select gap filling up here on the top right. There's other options that come down in the wee scroll menu, but always pick up gap filling because it fills in the gaps of the star trails. Then all you do is press that button up there, start processing, and you leave it. And that's it. You leave it for a couple minutes. So I'll skip forward to when it's done. So there we go, it's just about done. And all you do when it's done is you go to File, Save As, and save it as a normal image in another folder. And then we'll use that and stack it with a single foreground, which I'll show you in a minute, in Photoshop. So I'll head over to Photoshop. Okay, so we're in Photoshop now, so you can see here the star trail picture that's all been stacked, and then over here I've got my single foreground frame. So all I do is take the, what do you call it, the quick selection tool, select the foreground. It's a nice easy foreground, so there's nothing too technical with this. Make sure it covers most of it. Select the cursor move, so you can move it about like that, and then drag it over to the real image and just drop it. So drop it like that, and it should align up perfectly with the foreground there. I've cropped it a wee bit. The foreground image is a bit cropped, so you can see a wee bit of cropping, but you can see it fits perfectly into the image. What I do is press that and then select it and crop it in. So you crop it however you want. I've just previously cropped the foreground image. Press enter, and there you go. There's a single clean foreground into a star stacked trails sky. So that's pretty good, isn't it? So I think that's all for this video. Hope you learned something about the star trails and enjoyed some of the live meteors, because it was pretty cool. I'll put obviously final images up. I might have done already, or I might do it at the end. The final image that I got of all the meteors in one single shot, and I'll probably blend it with the same exposure, because it's the same foreground, because I think there's only one really good foreground with me standing with a camera. So I'll blend the star trails with the same foreground and the meteor shower with the same foreground. So hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully saw some meteors, and maybe learnt a thing or two. Thank you very much. Cheers.